All right, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. So create a design. I'm just gonna do it from scratch and do custom dimensions. I always do it on 8.5 by 11 page. Oh my gosh. Off to a great start. There you go. This page size works for everything. I think it's my favorite size to work with. You can print it out easily. Most PDFs are in this size, but certainly you could do different sizes. You could do it in, I don't know, if you had Keynote or Google Slides or something, you totally could. But for this, we're doing your normal paper size. All right, so the one I'm going to be copying, I'll just move it over here, is this. So we have a cover page, we have her in first page, and then like this page, that last one. This is like a one-sheeter I did for her, and if we have time, I can do that one, but we're gonna focus on the 3-page one first. So cover has background image, her logo, and just media kit. Let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and uploaded her photo. So I'm just gonna put that here and just resize it. Might have to resize a little bit for your, like, depending on the photo you're using. So gotta be patient with it. And if it's not quite perfect, it's fine. She's going to be using the one I made for her anyway, the main one, but I want to make a version for her so that if she needs to make updates herself, she can. So I have that down, and then I have her logo. So just click it. You can really see it on that side, but it's right there. And then I'll go text, and I'll just add a heading. Media kit. I didn't have it capitalized. Okay, for this sake, we're just going to do open sans. Let's make it. Everyone has that. It looks pretty decent. If you're not printing this out, it doesn't really matter how close to the edge you get. I mean, obviously don't have it like that close, but generally speaking, if you're going to be printing it out, most printers will have a border on it anyway, and so it'll resize the image slightly so it won't get cut off. But if you, for some reason, have a printer that does borderless, if you go too close, it will get cut off. So rule of thumb is like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch from the edge, you're probably okay. So like that. Usually the guides are a pretty good way to start. So that is it for the first page. Really simple. You don't have to make it too complicated. You don't even need to have a cover page if you don't really want to. But if you want to, you can. Anyway, on the second page, this is where the bulk of the designs would come in anyway. So let's see. We have the header area with her logo, a photo, little set. So this is like her mission statement, a little elevator pitch. We put here her stats, topics she talks about, quote, and then her stuff at the bottom. So I'll put it over here so I can go off of it. So we do go to shapes, or elements, I guess, and then I'm just going to do a rectangle and resize it. And I don't know if it actually lets you do specific dimensions. So you kind of just have to eyeball it here. And then her logo again, which I'm just going to copy. And so if you have your colors and stuff saved in your Canva account, then you can, like, when you go to color, you'll have like your branded colors and stuff. I don't, since I have my own stuff in there, I don't have my client stuff typically. I'm having to go back and grab those colors. So that's what I did. So that. What else do we need? Now we need a photo of her. So you go by your uploads. I'll do this. Resize it. It's about halfway. It is actually half of the page width. And then I'm just going to copy this again. Match the photo. And it's like a light gray color. So go up here. No. Then I'm going to grab the text box. Let's do that. And actually, I didn't have this one going all the way to the edge. So back down to 16. So this is why you want to have your information ready to go. When you go to designing, because it's kind of like too much to design and come up with content all at once. It's much easier to have your information just ready to go, so you can just copy and paste it, and then it's literally just it's literally just taking the information and like pasting it in place. It's a lot easier to just do that work there. I'm gonna stop holding shift, so sorry about that, guys. All right, so that part is done. What else do we have? We have our topic. So I'll bring back the original so you can see. So we did that. Now we need to do topics with all those topics, and then this part, which is probably the most complicated of the entire design in Canva. So let's do that first. So I'm going to be using this as my guide for the width of the paper, or with the elements. So actually, I can just use this again. So since I can't really do exact measurements, I just have to kind of do my best guess here. So I'm going to do like that. It's about 3/4. Then I'll copy again, rectangle, and then it might be easier to start with a square. There we go. So that's going to be my first row. And then I'm going to copy it and put it below. And actually, I'm just going to switch them here like that. And then one more. Sorry for my sniffles. I still have a cold. So that's how I got those rectangles like that. And so you can do it in Canva. It's pretty simple. I don't know if there's a way to use guides. I'm still in the free version. I haven't bought the premium version yet. I will actually later today, but there might be some guides and grids. I'm not quite sure. Let me check the comment section to see who all is still watching, if there's any questions. All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching. All right, no questions yet. Cool. If I'm going too fast or something, just let me know. And I can slow down a bit and answer any questions that you have. Yeah, I'm very used to working in silence, so this is a little different for me, like walking through as I'm doing it. So just let me know if you need me to slow down or anything. Okay, back to this. Now we have icons, which I don't think Canva provides any icons, but I mean, icons, do they have them? I don't know. No, well, I have a YouTube one. But I went ahead and made my own and I uploaded them. So Facebook one. So this will kind of be my guide for the smaller ones. So the Facebook one is the first one, and let's just go back to text and add a body text here. And she has I mean, if you have enough room, if you're doing this, you could have like followers, or you just have the number. It kind of depends on how much you want. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll just put followers. And see, if you want to do all caps, you just click up here. So let's do that. If you want everything to be uniform, we might not have room for this one. Actually, I might have to make this one a little bit smaller. And so what we're going to do is go back to uploads. Next one is Instagram. Over here. Try and match this as much as I can. Bad thing about Canva is I uploaded them at the sizes that they needed to be, but it wants to import it into the document like at this ridiculously large size that just makes it really blurry. I don't know why it does that. Canva is not my favorite platform, I'm being completely honest, but it's a great free tool for people, and so I think it's worth learning. But if you have access to InDesign, it's such a better program. You have so much more control over things, and just you get to be a lot more creative. Let's see. Next one is mail. That's for email list. So there's a little bit of prep work you have to do on this before you take it into Canva. Like you need to get your icons ready to go and upload them. Your pictures you need to have uploaded. Any logos, colors, that stuff. If you can have it ready to go, it'll go by a lot faster. Otherwise, you spend a lot of time just organizing everything. It's 527. Cool. And then Twitter. I'm kind of just eyeballing it right now, which I don't like to do. I like to be precise. But I mean, this is where if I were by myself and it could take a little bit longer, I would, but you guys get the point. So just know that if you're going to take your icons into Canva and you plop it onto the page, it might resize it. So if you have multiple ones, just know you're going to have to spend some time getting them as even as you can. And then so that information. And so her podcast, she really wanted to highlight. So that one I actually made a little bit larger. Oops. There we go. And so that one can be a little bit bigger. And then that one a little bit bigger. So we have that. Now we need her topics. Okay, so I'm just going to copy these in. Don't know why it's all weird. 214, we need a bullet. Spacing just so click on spacing and get your letter spacing and you get your line height. And so letter spacing is like the letters like that. And line height is between each bullet point or each line. That's why it's called line height. So don't want to do that. Well, that's too much. Let's do that. No, I don't want to do that because I want these to be even. So you can, whatever your preference is or whatever's you need for your design, you can do it like that. I could have increased the spacing between these as well to make that align a little bit better. And then the last part, oh, not the last part, there is a quote. So you can go up here and look for quote. Mm-hmm. If you really want to do that, like if you have like a certain style that you want, you can do that. If there's like a certain font you want with certain, you know, it's kind of nice. These are like really quick ways if you just want to grab something and you can kind of go off of that. Otherwise, you can just do like, actually make hers a heading. Oops. What happened? There we go. Mm-hmm. Then center it by clicking that and make it in italics. I'm going to take this up here. And so at the bottom, she has follow on Instagram with an icon, follow on Facebook, and follow on LinkedIn. So Facebook, LinkedIn. Oh, I forgot to put in the LinkedIn icon. I'll do that. And I'll just use an extra just for this. I will do that. Facebook is in the middle, and then Instagram's over here, and the other one's over here. Follow on Instagram. And then to make this a link, you go up here, and then you just, and you, oops. And then you want to apply that, and then get that. So then up over here, copy, and then just paste it near that. Follow on Facebook, and then change the link up here. We'll change it to Facebook, and then apply, and then follow on LinkedIn, and then change that over to here. So I'm going to group them a little bit closer. Group that. There we go. And group. So we need to make sure these are evenly aligned. So I want this to start over here. And this will end up right there. So what you do is you grab all three of these groups, position, and then you want to space these evenly and do horizontally. And I did a good job eyeballing it, but it moved a little bit at the bottom. And so for hers, so I actually in InDesign had inverted the colors, but for the sake of this, I'll just leave this color so you can see it showing up. Because on the original, it's black with like the cream color and white text. Oops. Sorry, difficulties here. So that part is pretty much done. You can adjust the spacing as you need if you're following this. If you have more topics or less, but for her, this is how we did that. And so it's the third page. Third page has her bio, contact information, and other photos, and then the stuff at the bottom again. So we'll go on to the third page. So a new page, whatever. Okay, I'm just going to do text. There we go. Okay, now we can get back to where I was at. So this was the full width across the thing, across the page. And then, let's see. Can connect with just on. I'm just going to make that not so large. So I'm going to put the link in this little box over here. I don't know why the font looks different when you do that. Like when you add your subheading or whatever, sometimes it looks a little weird. And then we're going to enter the link. Apply. I'm just going to hope that oh, so weird. Okay, well, whatever. So hopefully that is a link when it is exported as a PDF. I will double check it. And so next we have the 3 photos, 1, 2, 3. And these are kind of long and I don't know. I had to crop these a bit. So if you don't have photos here, maybe just have one nice photo you can put underneath. It doesn't really matter. You can use, see there's templates, no. There's grids or yeah, grids right here. So you could look at all the grids to see if there is, you know, a way that you like it. So, oh, this is about perfect for me. Goes all the way to the bottom and then just a little bit under here. And actually, I can group that. I can make this a little bit bigger. And then what you can do is double click. You just drag it into there and it's awesome. That works pretty well. And then her standing again. I'll adjust that. And that is it for that. I will clean this up now because that's really bothering me. I'm sorry about the little mishap before, but it looks like we made it. There we go. And go back down. You kind of see all of them together. And then you can download. You can do PNG, you can do a standard. Oh, that's a high quality print one. You can do a video apparently. Let's do standard. Prepares it. You gotta wait for that if you haven't already done this. Yes or no, thank you. Let's flip this up. The links work there. Yep. All right, so that is it for this particular one. I'm going to clean up this template and I'm actually going to sell it. If you are one of the first 10 people to buy my media kit bundle that I just made, you'll get this for free. Otherwise, you can buy it separately. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I can link you. But I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to, figure out how to share it, and then you can have it in your Canva account. Otherwise, you can follow along and just make it yourself in Canva if you want. It just depends on how much time you have. So yeah, that's it for now. If there is another tutorial that you guys want me to do, let me know, and I can schedule that in sometime. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you guys later. Bye.